Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my new sensitivity settings video. If you guys don't want to see the whole video, here it is right now. Here's my settings. I do play on type B still, but it's on custom. Invert X and Y axis is disabled. Right and left dead stick dead zone is at 12. Vibration is on at 10. Forward running sensitivity at 40. Movement sensitivity at 90. Vertical sensitivity at 110. General sensitivity at 20. Vehicle driver sensitivity at 10. Aim acceleration is off. Over the shoulder is at 9. Invert cursor sensitivity is at 10. Optics 1 and 2 is at 6. 3 is at 8. 4, 6, and 8 is at 6. And 15 is at 20. I play in Protonopia so I could get blue blood. And my audio is all the way on. My field of view is at 100. And my brightness is at 100. So, if you guys didn't want to watch the whole video of me explaining why, then just give this thumbs up, or this video a thumbs up if you guys like my sensitivity settings. But if you guys do want to continue watching the video, that is greatly appreciated. Whether it's you're actually listening to me or you're just putting it in the background, that'd be greatly appreciated. I will explain every single thing about my sensitivity video starting now. So, stay beautiful, and I love you all. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are making it to this part of the video, you guys want to have an explanation on why I have these sensitivity settings. So here we go, let's begin right off the rip. My controller button preset is at custom, but that is still type B. The only difference I put on from my custom is that I had my X. You just gotta press the X button to reload instead of holding the X button. That is the only difference between why I have it on custom instead of type B. Of course, my invert X and Y axis is disabled. My right and left stick dead zone is at 12. I find that 12 is a sweet spot for me because I feel like I have stick drift, especially because I have a control freak on my right analog stick. And if I put anything below 12, you could see my character visibly move. I do like my vibration still on at 10 because I like the max vibration. You already know what I'm saying. But anyway, there's nothing. I feel like I'm more immersed in the game if I do have my vibration on. And now, looking for my forward running sensitivity, I put it at 40. What the forward running sensitivity does is adjusts your sensitivity of your running, so your left stick. The higher the sensitivity value, the easier it is to run. I don't notice a difference, so 40 must have been the sweet spot for me. My movement sensitivity is it adjusts the sensitivity of the character's movement. The higher the stick sensitivity value will cause the character to run rather than walk at a lower stick input. I have this almost at 100 because I'm barely ever camping. If I do camp, is because we're already occupied in a house and everything. But this high movement sensitivity helps me move quicker in a sense of my stick input, my left stick input. My vertical sensitivity multiplier is at 110. Now, this is the biggest thing that I've changed on my sensitivity settings. I've always preached that I like the low vertical sensitivity multiplier because it helps you control recoil, which is the case if you do have higher sensitivity settings for your aim down sight. But since my aim down sight is now at 6, it helps compensate for that low movement on your aim down sight and everything. So that's why I have it at 110. In my opinion, if you do have a lower sensitivity for your for your scopes, then a higher vertical sensitivity is the way to go. If you do have a higher sensitivity for your scopes, the lower vertical sensitivity multiplier is the way to go. I will explain this in a different video, but that's just how I feel about everything. My general sensitivity is still at 20 because in order to flick on your opponents, you don't aim with your scope, or you don't aim down sight and then move to your opponent. You have to look to your opponent first and then aim down sight, because if you place your character in front of your opponent first and then aim down sight, then your scope is marked exactly where the enemy is. So I don't do a lot of drag scoping anymore because my sensitivity is very low, so I can't really do that. So I rely more on my flicks than anything else, or my precision of looking at the character first and then aiming down sight. My vehicle driver sensitivity is at 10. It doesn't really matter because every time I'm on the wheel, behind the wheel, my team dies, and everybody could vouch for me. Joker could vouch for me, DZ could vouch for me, Thumbs could vouch for me, anybody could vouch for me, saying that if I drive, we die. Aim acceleration is disabled because I like everything on a constant space, or speed, so I don't like that thing on. Over the shoulder aiming sensitivity is at 9. It is relatively high compared to my other scopes, because if you're using over the shoulder aiming, your character or the enemy character is right in front of you or very close to you, to the point that you don't want to aim down sight to try to scope on them. So that's why my over the shoulder aiming sensitivity is relatively high at 9, even though that's still pretty low compared to what I had before. My inventory cursor sensitivity adjusts the cursor sensitivity while in the inventory. I don't use this anyway. I don't use my right analog stick to pick up equipment or ammo or anything like that. I use the RB, LB, LT, LB, and the D-pad to do everything for my inventory, so I don't really care about this for this setting. My 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8x is at 6 because I feel like having a lower sensitivity for me now, since I don't play all that time, helps me with control my recoil and control where I'm aiming and everything. When I used to play every day, a higher sensitivity of course was the way for me, but now that I take like 3 days off at a time, it's always hard to adjust if I had a higher sensitivity, and I feel like I'm overcompensating my recoil when it was in a higher sensitivity. So I feel like 6 is the sweet spot for me now. The only hard part now for having a low sensitivity for my scopes is to shoot people who are in a car that already passed by you. You have to actually pre-aim down sight before a car comes your way in order to actually kill them. My 3x is at 8 because I still feel like the 3x sensitivity is slower than everything else. I don't know if that's placebo effect or anything like that, but I just feel like the 3x scope is slower, so then I just bumped that up to 8 and it feels nice to me. I barely use the 3x. I'm more of a 4x or a 6x sprayer guy, that kind of guy now, mostly 4x with the barrel. But if it's there, if it's the only thing I use, of course I have to use a 3x. 15x is still broken, so I still have it at 20. It's still slow no matter what, unless you pull it back a little bit, and then it's gonna be fast as hell. But it's very rare that you're gonna get the 15x, so it doesn't really matter. Now again, I do have my colorblind mode to protanopia, so then I have my blood to blue. It just makes me feel like I could see easier and everything like that. My crosshair is at red. That's very just personal preference. My favorite color is red. Yep. And yeah, my audio, everything's all at max volume. My weapon sounds effects is at legacy instead of remastered because I like the old sound for the M4 and all that other weapons like the SKS and the K9 and everything like that. My graphics, my field of view is at 100. You don't need it at 103 because sometimes if it's too high, then people are farther away than what it meets the eye. Whatever the saying is, I don't know. I've been playing at 100 for a while now and I like it at 100. My brightness is at 100 because, with my Elgato software, I could fine tune the colors and everything. So I made everything darker for my Elgato HD60 Pro. If you guys want to see the game catcher, settings that I have to make PUBG look so crisp and everything, you just let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, my brightness is at 100. I do play at frame rate priority because 60 frames on the Xbox Series X is amazing and you don't lag or you don't have any frames and everything like that. But anyway, that is my sensitivity settings. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to comment down in the comment section below. Again, this is my sensitivity settings. This is what works best for me. I'm not saying this is the best sensitivity settings to use. So if you are a person that likes high, sensitivity settings, you're not gonna like my sensitivity settings. If you're somebody who has low sensitivity settings, try this out. See if you like it as well. And if you're somebody who's struggling with their sensitivity settings and you can't feel you feel like you can't do anything with it, use this as a baseline if you want. But anyway, let me know how it goes in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I love you all with the bottom of my heart. And again, for one last time for this video, stay beautiful. I'll catch you guys on the next live stream and or YouTube video. You guys take care and stay safe. Happy 4th of July as well, because the next day when this video is coming out, it's gonna be July 4th for you Americans and stuff. All right, I'm just rambling on now. All right, I love you guys. Bye.